Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we are here for a reading about you and the person on your mind, plus the connection you share with each other, and what is going on, what is changing, what your experience is versus their experience. We're going to cover a lot of things in today's reading, you guys, and my goal is to bring you clarity and insight as to what is happening and what you can expect in the future. Now, to get us started, I've pulled some cards on you and on your person to chat about your inner worlds, what's changing, what's shifting, what's going on, to help you confirm that this is your reading. I feel it's very important that at the end of the day, you listen to your intuition and take things if, when, and how they resonate with you and your situation. If you feel like you need to flip-flop places, that is more than fine. Just flip the script as I start talking here today. Over here on the left, it was intended to be your person, and then over here on the right, it was my intention that this would be you. There could also be mirroring going on, so if you see sides of yourself and your person in both areas, that's also just fine. Please, again, like I said, listen to your intuition and never force things to resonate, and also take them how they resonate, okay? Since this is a collective reading. Anyway, you guys, I do want to get started with this, and then I'm going to leave the rest of the reading free-flowing based on what I feel called to pull from. We may pull some channeled messages towards the end, as well as tiles and charms. I may dive deeper into the tarot to clarify some things. I'm going to go with the flow in today's reading. And I also wanted to note for you that I will be ending our reading with a short message from Universe just for you, as I always do. I find it to be really important to remember to bring your energy back to yourself again at the end of this reading, and to bring the focus back on you, so that way you can kind of recharge and clear your energy. You guys, I am getting closer and closer every day to getting through this sickness, but please bear with me. It's drawn out, I swear, like 16, 18 days now. It's been more than 2 weeks, and I still have the sniffles. But I feel like that's almost gone. We're getting close. Just be patient with me, please. Okay. Let's get started over here with your person. And then what I think I'm going to do is chat about your person, clear these to the side so I can pull tarot, and then vice versa. Okay. So I feel like that's what I'm feeling called to do here. But anyway, representing your person and their experience and the connection right now, we have square, turn a corner, mutable, times are changing. We also have intuition and prepare. I can't ignore the synchronicity here of the two fish, which looks like Pisces, of course, which is also ruler of like the subconscious and our intuition, our dream world and whatnot. And mutable, Pisces is also a mutable sign. That could also be indicating that this is happening during Pisces season for you and your person, because we just entered into Pisces season. If you're watching this when it was released, if you're not, just let it fly. That doesn't necessarily have to be the case. This is a timeless reading, but it's significant that that came out twice for your person. So maybe they're a Pisces or have important Pisces placements, something like that. Take it if, when, and how it resonates with you. I feel like this is telling a pretty important story or tale here, where something has really shifted within your person's mentality recently, more than likely recently. And right now they're kind of in the process of opening their mind and trying to see things in a different light. Especially if your person has tended to be a very logical thinker, if they haven't tapped into their intuition too much, or if they have had like an over focus on like concrete evidence and details, if they just tend to ignore their emotions, their intuition, I think that they're almost being forced to take a deeper look as to like what's going on behind the scenes. And it's preparing them for something. So I'm going to pull some tarot on what this preparation is for. But there's something very dramatic shifting within your person at this time, and it directly relates to them listening to their intuition more and tapping deeper into their subconscious mind, and thinking less logically and more, I guess, listening to, they're not letting the words come through for some reason. It's like they're They're hopping out of their logical, mathematical mindset and into the deeper realms of existence. Like they're going down this rabbit hole. They're starting to open their mind to different possibilities and shift their mindset pretty dramatically, okay? So your person may be on the precipice of going through a spiritual awakening or something like that. I wouldn't be shocked because it seems like this change that they're experiencing in your connection is very dramatic, okay? So I'm going to carefully pack these up and set them to the side for the next spread we'll do here. And I'm going to pull some tarot to dive deeper into what's going on with your person's experience, okay? First of all, I'm going to pull some cards on what is changing, and then we're going to talk about what they're being prepared for, okay? So talk to me about what is actually changing in greater details. They're starting to view your connection as something significant and fated, from what I can see. They're viewing this as some sort of a divine connection. And I don't, like, if I'm being honest with you, I don't think they saw that before. Maybe this person didn't believe in the concept of soul connections, soul mates, soul contracts, you name it. I think that that's shifted. Your person's had some sort of an awakening into the deeper realms of existence and the concepts of fate, okay? And like I said, I think your person was a very logical thinker before. Maybe they weren't spiritual or they weren't religious. They wouldn't have considered themselves to be that way. Maybe they were even like agnostic or atheist or something like that. But I think something pretty dramatically has shifted within them. And now they're starting to see the world differently, especially when it comes to the connection they have to you. Their intuition is like almost like a blinking arrow towards you saying, this is a significant person in my life. This is a fated connection. This is meant to be my counterpart. This is meant to be where I end up, right? With the 10 of Cups, we have like the happily ever after. We have a scenario where you're not lacking in anything. You're happy. Love is good. Life is good. Home life is good. Work is good. Everything is flowing. And if I could read a card that pinpoints to like destiny or fated endings with another person, it would be the 10 of Cups. So your person has changed their mind, or their mind is shifting to some sort of fated experience with you. And I think it's fascinating that we have this ending with the High Priestess as well, which is like the embodiment of intuition and connection to the divine, right? Your person has been offered some sort of token that has like opened the door, opened the gateway for them to see this connection and the world a lot differently. So something big has shifted within them. We have the Empress coming out. That's Taurus energy, by the way. So Pisces and Taurus is coming through. This is also divine feminine energy, okay? So I think your person like really is at this state where they're receiving a lot. Your person is definitely not highly in their divine masculine energy right now. We all have both, by the way. Some people embody more than the others. Some people have more of an equal 50-50 balance. Right now, I think your person is tapping into their divine feminine energy more than their divine masculine. And it's because they're receiving a lot of information. Right now, your person is receiving a heck of a lot of intuitive guidance, maybe some psychic downloads. They are in the process of unlearning and relearning a lot of things. And I think their belief system is changing pretty dramatically. They've been given this, and it has something to do with you. Like your person sees some sort of fated element to the two of you meeting each other, and they couldn't see it before, okay? That is what is changing. Let's talk about what it's preparing for. What is this preparing the two of you for? Definitely about moving something forward, because we have two cards clearly indicating that. We have the Six of Swords and the Chariot. Let's get some more information though. In relation to this connection, please, spiritual team. in relation to the connection? What is it preparing this person for in relation to the connection? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. So we have the Six of Swords, the Chariot, the Hermit, and the Page of Wands. This is Virgo energy, by the way, and Cancer energy coming through. I think that we're talking here about your person's own personal life as well as how it relates to your connection. They're being prepared for an awakening from what I can see here, okay? So I don't know exactly the logistics of how this is all going to play out for them, but I do think that they are about to go through an awakening of some kind. Now, everybody experiences spiritual awakenings to different degrees. I know that the first time I went through a roundabout, it was extremely intense, to say the least. That's a major understatement. Not everybody has it to the same degree, but I think that your person is being prepared for an awakening of sorts, how to move forward and leave one chapter of their life and their ego behind and move forward into something new. They seem to be getting prepared for a period of hermit mode, where they may require more solitude. They may require more alone time. They're going to be having some level of an ego breakdown. They already kind of are in the midst of that from what I can see, because they're already having their mindset shift pretty dramatically, especially when it comes to you and your connection and maybe spirituality in general. They're going to be receiving a lot of guidance. They may find themselves wanting to withdraw from the connection or from other people for a period of time. It has nothing to do with their emotions towards you or not wanting to be with you. From what I can see, it's because they're going on a spiritual path, and they're going to be going through a bit of an awakening period because of that, where they need time alone to reflect on the guidance they're receiving, the information, the downloads that are coming through, because it's going to be a lot for them. Now, how it relates to your connection is the Page of Wands. I think that it's inspiring this person to move things along with you, to progress things with you. I'm not going to lie to you, there could be a period of time, it could be pretty short for some of you watching, where this person's going to want to withdraw to think things over. And it's not because they're having second thoughts about you or the connection. It's because they're having a lot of profound experiences that they don't understand, and they need to go within and figure out what's going on. But it's ultimately going to lead them to want to initiate something on a deeper level with you. Okay, I actually want to pull one more card to clarify and give more details. So clarify the Page of Wands, please. Clarify the Page of Wands. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, yep, that would honestly make a lot of sense. This person, how this progression is going to mesh up with you and your connection is this person is going to want to initiate something with you. They're having this realization that this is the connection they've waited for. I really don't think that your person believed in fate until very recently, and they're starting to understand there's something deeper going on behind the scenes, that there's some element of destiny and divine orchestration happening. So I really feel like your person's having a wake-up call about that, and they're seeing that this connection is very much fated, that this is something they may have asked for or subconsciously wished for, prayed for, whatever it is, and they're going to come in and initiate something deeper with you because of that. Okay, they're also having more confidence in the connection and in themselves. Okay, so they're being prepared for a lot of like internal shifts and some shifts within the connection itself. We're going to chit chat about you now. I'm going to lay out your spread, and then we're going to do something very similar for you where I will pull some tarot based on what I feel called to pull from. It may be laid out a little different than your person. This is a much more like customized reading, I suppose you could say. And I do think that I'm going to do an extended for this reading, you guys, where we'll talk about like the next chapter and what you can expect in the 3D. So if you'd like to join us for that extended, a link to that will be down below in the description box. You'll also get access to over 130 other extendeds and Patreon exclusive readings when you join us over there. And I add to that pool multiple times a week, so it only continues to grow. It's an easy way to support my work, my channel, while also getting something pretty great for yourself as well. We also have a beautiful community over there on Patreon, so you're welcome to join if you feel called. Anyway, you right now in the connection are being represented with the third house. Take a good look around. Imam Koli, if I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. Imam Koli, make peace with the past. We also have observe, trust, and reflect. So it's very interesting. Right now, it's like the spark has hit your person and where you are at right now. They also just said this is where your person will be in the near future. For some of you watching, you're already here. Your person is 2 steps behind. They just started playing 2 Steps Behind by Def Leppard. So that might relate. But anyway, for some of you watching, your person is 2 steps behind you. You're already here. They're going to be here soon, they said. Okay, but anyway. Where you are at right now seems to be in a very observational state. So you are already embodying a lot of divine feminine energy from what I can see here, where you are in a state of reception, reflection, and observation. Right now, you probably find yourself in a state of kind of going with the flow. You're probably reflecting a lot about the past, your past, other people, how they've impacted you. Maybe some of you out there have been going to therapy or becoming more expressive with your experience and really trying to do that hard healing work and get to the bottom of things that are holding you back right now. I think that you're observing, you are reflecting, you're introspecting, and not only that, you're trusting in the process. So there's a lot of faith coming through from you right now where you have already reached this level of understanding that things are happening for a reason. You probably already believe in the concept of destiny or fate to some degree, because it seems like you have this faith coming from you where you are in this understanding that you need to heal. There are things you need to work on. And the more you level up, raise your vibration and work on yourself, the better experiences start to come your way. And it's almost like you're treating this as a task to take on. And you feel almost as if it is your duty or your obligation to do that healing work and to ride this wave and see where it takes you and become open-minded to all the possibilities. I don't see you being in a state right now where you're trying to force certain objectives or goals. That's not to say you don't have goals or desires or wants, not to say that at all, but you are more in a free-flowing state where you know that you're going to end up where you need to be anyway. And the best thing you can do is stop resisting the current. Heal what needs to be healed, eliminate obstacles that are within your control to eliminate, but also trust that you are being guided to where you need to be at any given time. So you're in a much more free-flowing state right now than your person is. They're kind of just waking up. And I feel like you're kind of like more open-minded than this person is. This person is kind of awestruck right now and they're overwhelmed. You are kind of like, oh, I've already been there, done that. I'm just going to see where this takes me. Like, that's kind of where you're at right now. I'm pulling general tarot cards now. I'm not asking a specific question, just greater details as to what you're experiencing at this time. We have the Sun, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Wands. The Sun is Leo energy. It's also divine masculine energy. I think you're working on your communication skills right now. Maybe one of your challenges or something you've needed to heal is speaking up and speaking out when you feel like you need to, being a better communicator. Okay. Also, yes, you're seeing things differently. No surprise that the Hanged Man came out for you. You're viewing things differently than you did before. You're very tuned in to your divine feminine energy. You're very tuned into your intuition at this time. And overall, you have a very optimistic outlook as to what's coming through in this connection and in your life in general right now. You feel positive. You feel like you're going in the direction you need to go in. You're not trying to force things. In fact, you're very inspired. You're in this type of creative energy right now where you feel like you can get excited about life again. You know that things are playing out how they're meant to. Maybe you find yourself feeling more creative than you have in a long time as well. So that is what I'm seeing here. I'm going to pack this up, see where we're at with timing, and go from there, you guys. Whew, okay. All right, I do try to keep my readings around 20 to 30 minutes-ish, so I'm going to start by pulling your person's channeled messages. In the extended, we'll see what's coming next for this connection, but I feel like this reading found you during a very impactful time for both of you, okay? I replay our conversations over and over. I wish I could share my good news with you. I think your person wants to talk about what they're experiencing right now, but they might not be able to like properly articulate themselves. Like they're having a tough time putting it into words and understanding it. Like you need to keep in mind this person seems to be awakening, and in the beginning stages of an awakening, especially like if it's the first time we've gone through that roundabout, it can be really hard to actually verbalize what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, and what you're going through. It's more of like a sensory experience, right? And I think that's kind of what your person is experiencing right now. It's like they wish they could explain this to you, but they don't feel like they're at that point yet. I replay our conversations over and over again. Your person is really reflecting a lot. It was my fault, but I blamed you. I lost myself for a little while. I feel you even though we're apart. Your person could be having a lot of like profound experiences, like energetically, like maybe they can actually like feel your energy, or they're starting to be able to pick up on your thoughts, your energies at a distance, and that could be new for them. Because again, I feel like they're having like their intuition and their divine guidance intensified. So they could be receiving a lot of information about you too, but having a difficult time understanding what's happening. This is like minor ego breakdown from what I can see here. I lost myself for a while. Your person's just in a very deeply reflective mode right now. Like they're probably analyzing their entire life, and they're trying to like figure out what happened, where they're at, how they got to where they are. Okay. You're everything I've ever wished for. I'm still too wounded to let you in. I'm haunted about how it ended, and please send a prayer for me. Your person is reflecting on their experiences, on their wounds, about everything in their life. This doesn't just relate to you, I feel called to say. And if you do pray, they're asking for your prayer and your support. We will be together one day. And you're everything I've ever wished for. Like I said, what it's preparing them for is recognizing that there's some fated element to this connection, and that this is exactly what they've needed and they've wanted and they've wished for. So I feel like we've already covered that with the 9 of Cups. Okay, let's get out some piles and charms for you now. It's meant to be for bonus confirmation and insight. Okay. Okay, so we have F and T. We also have a palm tree and a fish. Yeah, there's something about Pisces energy that's important here. It could even just be Pisces season, like I said. And palm trees, maybe somebody lives near a place that has palm trees. It could also just be like maybe the two of you are going to go on vacation or travel together or something like that, possibly to a tropical place. As for letters, we have F, T, K, A, T, I, M, and K coming out here. So that could be their initials or important words, symbols for the the connection, excuse me. Maybe collections, I don't know. Your person could be a collector or something. Let me get you out a couple of personal messages from universe now. That's what I'm feeling called to do here today. Now, this is intended to help reset the energy, okay? So bring the focus back inward towards yourself, bring the focus back to you, and kind of reset your energy here. If you've made it this far into the reading, drop a fish emoji down below to let me know. Your first message is the finch. New opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. And then your affirmation of the day, I invite you to affirm with me by reading out loud or typing it down below in the comments. Today, I make a difference. Today, I will stay focused, work hard, and do my very best at everything I do. And I'm going to pack up and leave your reading here. I want to thank you kindly for joining for today's reading. I hope that it brought you clarity and insight and something positive today. I wish you nothing but the very best. If you would like to join us for the extended, we will be talking about what's coming next in this connection. The information will be in the description box and in the pinned comment. So you're welcome to join if you feel called to. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night. And until next time, bye for now.